Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and here we got my old black truck in here. I like to refer to her as OL Blacky and say I don't make any videos or anything about her because she's nothing spectacular, but of all the shit that I own, this is pretty much my favorite truck right here, and it's nothing special. It's just stock TBI 350 91 GMC pickup, and it's in, I mean, decent shape for the year, and considering it's a Michigan truck, you know, it's got rust and it's far from perfect, but it goes down the road like a dream, and I just like to use it up, and you can say it cruises, and the interior in it's decent, but I don't know, something nostalgic about it. Reminds me probably of running my old truck around in high school or something. But I like this truck a lot, and anyways, we tried to get up north and do some snowmobiling over the weekend. And made it as far as West Branch, and the tranny didn't want to come out of first gear.
So, an update. And we are at Home Depot in West Branch, not making it to our destination because the trans will only go into first gear. So, we got some Tim Hortons, just chilling on a Sunday. There's a lot of snow here though.
And leading up to that point, I had just also smoked out overdrive on her, and she caught fire, so then I had to put that out. So anyways, that's going to be the end of the old 350 and 700R4 combo here. And so now the plan is to get a 6-liter and 4L80 in this thing. So that way I can actually get back to using it and pretty much abusing it how I like to. OL Blacky across the Big Mackey. Which is to pull things it shouldn't be pulling and do things with it shouldn't be doing. So, but working in my favor here. I do have my never-ending supply of junk, and so I'm going to use this engine right here. So this is 6-liter out of a 03 2500 HD pickup, and it's got 300,000 miles on it, but it runs. And then I'm going to use this transmission, which is the transmission that came out of the solid axle swap truck. Oh baby, and to my knowledge works, but we're gonna find out and just see how it all goes. So this is gonna be for sure on the cheap, and see if, like I say, I can just make a runner of it.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys. It sound right, boys.
And I made it this far and got motor transfer case out of there. And probably not going to do much to clean all this up. I really just want to get the truck back on the road, so probably just leave all the extra wiring and just run her, be what it is. So here's my burn up 700R And then I got the 6-liter in here. It's a 4L80 on that one too, but that one's no good. And then this 4L80 over here, like I say, we're gonna cross our fingers is all right. And yeah, let's say it's similar as always. Worst case scenario is it's either gonna work or it ain't gonna work. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get the 2 of them in there and yeah, see how that goes. I'll probably just start with trying to get them dumped in as far as mocked up and mounts and all that jazz, and then from there I can get as carried away as I want with it, which probably won't be too carried away. So anyways though, so thanks for keeping with me, and we'll keep at it. Alright, and I got her cleaned up just a little bit. Say I diked off some of the stuff I wasn't going to be using and left a lot of what I was going to be, so that's cleaned up just a hair. Not perfect at all, but anyway, so now we're going to try and get the motor in, and so far I've got it ready to go. I got the motor mounts yanked off, all the crap yanked off, and I'm going to try and set it in there, get it kind of blocked where I want it, put the trans on, get a transfer case on it, and see where I want everything to sit, and then I'm going to build my mounts from there. And I'm going to use the clamshells off the small block Chevy, and then I'll make a plate that'll weld onto the engine kind of right there, and then we'll just weld, or make a plate that'll bolt on the engine, and then I'll weld that to the clamshell, and the clamshell basically will be the mount. It'd make more sense once I get it going here, but anyways, so trying to keep you guys a little updated, but we'll keep going, and we'll get the motor in here now. And just got the engine and trans sitting up in there, nothing spectacular. Got a couple 2x4s holding the motor right now on each side, kind of like that. And then the transmission is sitting here on the trans jack, but everything bolted together nice. And then I went over to my dad's place, and I was pretty sure I had a transfer case, a spare one here sitting around for my blue truck, and so I'll just put it to work. And say I saw they're going for like $100 a pop for these babies. Just a 241, and it's got the hubbed output for the front, so that's 92 to 94 only, and then it's 32 spline input, 32 spline output. So that's kind of what I need here anyways to make my outfit work. So gonna go ahead and get that baby slap-a-rood in there, and then we can start getting the mounts and everything done up and see how everything fits, and that'll be the labor intensive part of it, and from there it'll just kind of be the piddly stuff. And hey guys, the next morning, and I'm pretty sore. Haven't worked like that in a minute, so I got the engine transfer case all sitting in the truck, and so I was thinking about it, whether or not I was going to try to reuse the radiator that's in Blacky or try to upgrade it to an LS style radiator. And I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade it, or not really upgrade it, but at least put that one in instead. So I got a radiator out of a 3/4 ton HD truck with 4:10 ratio, and then I've also got an electric cooling fan assembly I'm going to put on it as well, and then that'll kind of buy me a lot of room up front there with not having to run the mechanical fan, and also save me some power when I'm trying to pull something too. So anyways, gonna kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone there. Run out to the salvage yard for $120. I got a radiator and a cooling fan assembly. So anyways, that's what we're up to here quick this morning. Me and the Raidster there, he's giving her the old Naparooski. But anyways, we'll be back in the shop here shortly. More and more like a truck. So like I say, she's definitely in there, and I got the mounts made. and starter on, getting the wiring harness all on, got the torque converter bolted up too. So anyways, maybe we'll get it running today yet, who knows. And radiator in there, and gonna have to make some mounts for that, and then get my electric cooling fan, get that on the ground right now, get that popped on, and I'll probably wire that in another time though, because it's winter and I probably won't need the cooling fan anyways. So but neither here nor there, I guess. We're just going at her and going kind of ham sandwich. But on the mounts, it's pretty cool. I ended up just using the clamshell, and I lined it up, this front top corner bolt. I just lined that right up from the clamshell for the 350 and bolted it right to the engine here, the 6 liter, this front bolt. And then right here on the back, then I just cut off the side of the factory LS mount, and then I welded that to the clamshell, and then you can bolt that there like that too. Maybe if I pull it out of the scraps here to make more sense. But yeah, so this is the factory LS mount, and I just cut right there, basically to get the flange that mounts to the engine off, and this is what it would look like. So anyways, I just cut that piece right here, and that's how I made the mounts work. But we're flying along pretty good. It's hard for me to stop and then try to figure out what I'm going to tell you guys and try to make some commentary on any of this. So, but just want to get it going, and anyways, it'll look a little different here in the next shot probably. And now here we are at the bottom, and I had an injector hang open, number 7. Went to fire it, and cocksucker hydro locked and bent number 7 rod here just a hair. I'll pull it down so you guys can see, but you can see the bottom of the pistons hitting on this counterweight right there, bottom dead center. It's just barely shining it. I know my light makes it hard to see it. I think I'm just going to grind this counterweight off and run it. Yep. Let me pull it around so you guys can see that rod best you can.
now got her back together, bent rod, and polished crank. And we're going to see if she goes. The old polished crank there, purring like a kid. Let's run this thing. Do her. The old Burnski. Bridgeski Burnski. Ah, so pathetic and so cool. So here fueling up at the gas station after polishing the old crank up, and first thoughts are, man, that was really ignorant, and I can't believe that these results are so good. So it's running like a top, and just gonna go with it, I think, and see how long that'll last, and I keep toying around with it. So, but fortunate to be able to get off that easy, I guess, for now. Well, fingers crossed. But yeah, she goes, she goes. Motor's got over 300K on it, so anyway, nothing really to lose, and just out for a drive now. Alright, so this is post-trip, and she runs like a champ, and just wanted to let you guys know anyways what I had for oil pressure too. So hot and in gear at an idle there, I'd say somewhere between 15 and 20 maybe, and the temp gauge there I don't have hooked up for the instrument cluster yet, so I got the new sensor coming for that. But anyways, so that's not too shabby for a motor that's been ground down, abused, and has 300,000 on it. So she's gonna hopefully live a long life here in Blacky now, and that'll be the end of my putzing with that, because this is going on longer than I wanted it to, even though it's only been a week, I guess, start to finish on it. It's whew, yeah, a lot of curveballs. But anyways, so thanks for watching. Man, I think I'm gonna stick a fork in this one for the video and call it done. So I've been running it around, and it's been running good. So I got a few things I gotta button up. I've obviously got to get an air intake, so get the mass airflow hooked up and all that. But been running good. I ain't had no more issues with a knock or anything like that. So yeah, not the most ethical way to fix something, but took care of it good enough, and see if that lives or not. And I guess I'll continue to update on that. But otherwise, this is the kind of finished product of the old LS swap. Got the computer down in there, ease of access, fuse block, engine, and then I just got all my little accessory wires here zip tied off that I need to use. So this is my communication wire here that I just use my little alligator clip on when I need to flash it or whatever, and I'll get that run to a OBD2 port in the truck there, and then that'll make that a lot nicer too, trying to watch live data. So, but anyways, we'll get the rest of that all figured out. I'll probably move the battery actually over in that corner and then just run a factory airbox, and that'll make that a little bit easier too. And then I still need to come up with the harness for the fans and get those wired into it, along with a turn on in the computer. But all stuff that can be done. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, life's a box of chocolates.